Namaste and welcome to Sonali Joshi's Astro Jyoti Healing. In the series about astrology basics, today we are going to see information about nakshatras, signs and nakshatras. If you have seen the earlier videos, you remember the table that shows your lagna, all the planets in your horoscope, then the nakshatras and the signs and their degrees. You might be thinking, from where do these nakshatras come? Here is some information regarding that. Your horoscope, your D1 chart, birth chart, Janma Kundali is exact snapshot of the time when you were born, and the first house ascendant or lagna is the sign that was rising on the eastern horizon. You might be thinking, from where these signs come. Have you seen the sky at night through a telescope, or have you used any app that is about sky, planets and the stars that you can visualize? If you haven't, please do it once. The planets that you are seeing or the signs that you are seeing in your horoscope can actually be seen through the telescope or in that app. Probably people were looking at stars. Keep aside the part of astronomy, but when people saw bunch of stars, big collections of stars, twinkling stars, or some object that was giving them light, they come up with names for them. They come up with the names according to how those shapes appear to them. For example, if you consider Sagittarius and you try to look at the bunch of stars around the Sagittarius sign through the app or through telescope, you will notice that you will see a figure, an image that is of a person which has a body of horse and head of a man and with a bow in hands. Same way for Libra, they noticed it's a group of stars, bunch of objects which are illuminating in a form of a balance. Same way they saw a lion, then they might have seen two fish. They saw like two different faces. They saw a crab. They saw a Scorpio. And that is how those Taraka Samuha, bunch of stars, bunch of illuminating objects were included in that particular sign. So each sign has star constellations. Our solar system has a major star, sun, that we can see with naked eyes. However, the Brahmanda, the world, is full of so many such solar systems. It can be, or there could be different stars and their own systems. And their representation, the energy exchange between Earth and those bunch of stars in a small form is nothing but our horoscope. So when you were born, at that time, it shows the position of star constellations in your horoscope. It shows the sign through which sun was going, the sign through which the moon was transiting, the placement of Mars, Venus, Mercury, depending on the sign it was at that time, and the star constellation associated in that sign group. For example, someone is born with a Leo ascendant. That means sign Leo was rising on the eastern horizon, and if your ascendant is in Magha, that means the star constellation connected to Magha was right there on the ascendant in the first house of your horoscope. And if there was a planet Venus there, then you will see Venus placed in the Leo. If someone would have taken telescope and seen, then they would have noticed Venus in the sign of Leo when you were born. Moon transits through those star constellations throughout the month. Waxing moon and the waning moon, with new moon and full moon, you will see moon changing those star constellations. How they look, the kind of properties they have, they are given names. They are nothing but nakshatras. Nakshatras, depending on where they are placed, they have a sign associated with them. Those 360 degrees are divided into 12 signs, 12 houses, and those 30 degrees are divided into various parts of nakshatra. A sign may have 2 or 2.5 nakshatras, and moon keeps transiting through all of them and the cycle continues. So if you are looking for names of the nakshatras, they have direction, they have color associated with them, they have a planet ruling them, they have a deity that is associated with them, they have color, direction, animals, trees, birds that they signify. And together you will see the effect in your life. Your life is associated with them. If you look at your horoscope, you will notice the nakshatra, if has a tree, then those trees are found in the vicinity. Even if you are born in India and if you have migrated to some other country, say UK or America or Canada, you might notice there are certain trees associated with those nakshatras and they are around you. Definitely, if you are not in a tropical region, then not all of them will be possible to be seen. But you will see significations or associations of those nakshatras unfolding in your lifetime. And that is the great strength of this system. So what are the different nakshatras? Nakshatras are total 27 and there is a 28th nakshatra Abhijit which falls at a certain place. Every planet has 3 nakshatras. The system goes like this. First nakshatra creates something, second one sustains it, and the third nakshatra of the same planet basically dissolves it and gets ready for the new beginning. I am going to say the names of nakshatra for you, and those of you who know something about their Janmakshar, that letter is associated with the nakshatra of moon transiting on the day you were born. That is called as Janma Nakshatra, Chandra Nakshatra, or plainly your nakshatra. And the letter associated with that used to be the beginning of the name in ancient times. Nowadays people choose different name and they do have this name associated with the nakshatra when they do the naming ceremony. So what are the nakshatras? Nakshatras are Ashwini, Bharani, Krutika, Rohini, Mruga, Aradra, Punarvasu, Pushya, Aslesha, Magha, Purva Falguni, Uttara Falguni. When we stop at Uttara Falguni, initial part, we have come to the sign of Leo starting with Aries. Same way we can go further. Then we have Hasta, Chitra, Swati. Then comes Vishakha, Anuradha, Jyeshtha. Jyeshtha is at the intersection of Scorpio and Sagittarius. In Sagittarius we have Mula, Purvashada and Uttarashada. The remaining part of Uttarashada is into Capricorn, and that is what is right now Saturn is in. Saturn is in the Capricorn sign in the Uttarashada Nakshatra. So Capricorn has remaining part of Uttarashada, then Dhanishta and Uttarashada, Shravan and Dhanishta. In Aquarius we have remaining part of Dhanishta, Purva Bhadrapada or Purva Bhadra and Uttar Bhadra or Uttar Bhadrapada. In Pisces sign we have remaining part of Uttar Bhadrapada, Uttar Bhadra, and we have in Aquarius we have Dhanishta, Shatataraka and Purva Bhadra. The remaining part of Purva Bhadra is into Pisces sign. So we have Purva Bhadra, then Uttar Bhadra and Revati. This is how we have 12 signs and 27 nakshatras. The nakshatras have planets associated with them. The nakshatra of Sun are Kritika, Uttara Falguni, Uttarashada. Nakshatra of Jupiter are Punarvasu, Vishakha, Purvabhadra. Nakshatra of Mars are Mrugashira, Chitra and Dhanishta. Nakshatra of Rahu are Aradra, Swati, Shatataraka. Nakshatra of Ketu are Ashwini, Magha and Mula. Nakshatra of Saturn are Pushya, Anuradha, Uttarabhadra. Nakshatra of Mercury are at the Gandanta point, they are Aslesha, Jyeshtha and Revati. The nakshatra ruled by Venus are Bharani, Purva Falguni, Purvashada, and depending on moon was transiting the nakshatra, that becomes the major nakshatra for you. So which nakshatras are important? If a nakshatra has a planet, that is an important nakshatra for you. In addition, the ascendant nakshatra is one more important nakshatra. Always remember your ascendant nakshatra, your moon nakshatra and all the nakshatras where planets are placed. Typically the ascendant lord, Lagnesh. Lagnesh nakshatra also will help determining your path of the soul in this life. I can understand that the nakshatra system is difficult to remember. However, if you are not going to do the readings for others, then you may not remember it. For you, what is important? Your moon nakshatra is the most important part. Who is illuminating your moon? Who is giving power to your moon? And that nakshatra will always decide how you feel, how you look at certain situation, how obstacles affect you. In fact, that nakshatra has the whole code of your life included in it. If you know your moon nakshatra, go ahead and comment with that. If you want to know more about these nakshatras, keep following all these videos. Look at the nakshatra series on this YouTube channel. Look at the best tips about how to reduce the negativity of these nakshatras, and please like this video. For more information you can send an email at iamsonalijoshi@gmail.com. Please subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Namaste. Shubham Bhavatu.